Google Maps or Dezl Garmin. Let's do a side-by-side comparison and see which GPS unit might work best for you. So join me on School Bus 101 and let's compare these units. This won't be a detailed instruction video on how to enter information. If you want to know that, look up your user's manual or a tutorial on YouTube like I did. Each unit may be a little different depending on which one you get. I got one of the better Garmin's just to make sure I can compare it well. But one of the differences I notice right away is the Dezl Garmin estimates the mileage according to the speed limit. With Google Maps, I usually have to drive almost 10 miles an hour over the speed limit just to meet their estimated time. And quite often I still lose time. I don't know why that is. But the setups for both are basically the same. It does give you an estimated time of arrival for Google Maps. It also has the speed limit that you're driving and when you're moving, depending on the cell phone you're using, will also give you the posted speed limit. On the Garmin unit, also gives you the posted speed limit and how fast you're going. But in order to find something like arrival time, you have to actually push a button, which is a little cumbersome. But it will give you distance, time to destination, next stop, and that sort of thing. One of the other differences you can see quite quickly is that on Google Maps, depending on the cell phone you have, it will come up with a map view. On my iPhone, I have the option of changing it to satellite view or others. Depending on your cell phone you use, you may have some different options. With the Garmin unit, even though it starts off on a satellite view, which they call bird's eye view, when you're rolling, it'll switch to map view, and that's the only option that you have. As you come to a loading dock or a drop-off zone, it will convert back to bird's eye view. Google Maps does also give you the option of changing route if you don't like the one you have, just by tapping on the route that it highlights. But it won't allow you to take another route if you don't like the one that they're showing. You actually have to add a stop in order to go around something else. Garmin Dezl is much the same way. You tap on the suggested route that it gives you, or another route that it will also give you as an option, and you can go that way. But again, it won't let you pick your route unless you add a stop along that route somewhere, which is a little cumbersome for either unit, but it is what it is. One of the nice features about Google Maps is that you can actually look for your destination on your laptop or computer and then send it to your phone. It'll give you the destination, but it won't always give you the route that you've changed or programmed it for. You have to change it all over again. And unless you've figured out how to save that so it stays that way when you send it to your phone, I'd appreciate a comment about that. But I haven't found a way to do that yet. On Garmin Dezl, you don't have that option at all. You find your location on the device itself, and then you have it. Both devices do have ways to save your routes, but I won't show you those right now. You'll have to look at the two tutorials yourself. One of the key functions of Garmin Dezl, and the same with driving a school bus or a coach or tractor trailer, it allows you to enter the height, the length, and the weight of your vehicle so that it will steer you around any low bridge clearances or any weight limitations. Google Maps does not have any such option. It is what it is. It may take you down some deserted road or cut the corners of a town and go through all kinds of side streets. You don't have much option there. You're limited to what the the input is, and that's not much. Garmin Dezl will take you around any low clearances, or it'll warn you about any weight limitations, which is the biggest reason for choosing this device if you're driving a school bus or tractor trailer or a coach. That is very helpful. One of the other features I like about the Garmin Dezl is you can expand the view or narrow it up just by the pushing of an on-screen button. Google Maps has no such option. You have to actually do touch screen, and it's a little cumbersome trying to do that. Garmin Dezl gives you those kind of warnings here in this bar, whether it's a sharp curve or a railroad crossing coming up, those sorts of things. It will tell you about it there. Garmin does not have a feature like that. You actually have to buy Garmin headphones, a certain type, before the GPS unit will kick in and run through the speakers on your headphone. That's pretty cumbersome, not very helpful. But overall, if I'm driving a truck, school bus, or a coach, I'm going to be picking the Garmin simply because it routes me around dangerous areas, and it's just as easy to use. But if I'm taking a trip in the car, I'll just pop my cell phone in. It's a little easier to use, a little more simple that way. But the choice is yours. Whichever one you want to use, you have an overview there. So join me again on School Bus 101 sometime for some other updates like this.